the late 1990s. A shadow fell over southeastern Nigeria. Derico Nwamama, his name whispered in fear. A cold-blooded killer, a ruthless robber. He and his gang terrorized the region. They attacked traders. They robbed banks. They kidnapped for ransom. No one was safe. Fear choked the streets. People looked over their shoulders, dreading the night. The police seemed powerless. Some whispered of corruption, others of fear. Derico seemed untouchable. He vanished into thin air. His reign of terror continued. Hope dwindled with each passing day. From the ashes of fear, a new force emerged. The Bakassi Boys, a vigilante group. Their reputation preceded them. Brutal, efficient. They vowed to restore order. They were not like the police. They instilled fear, yes, but it was a different kind of fear, a fear that criminals felt, a fear that promised justice. The Bakassi Boys employed mystical rituals. They claimed supernatural powers. This terrified criminals. It also reassured the people. Could this be the answer to their prayers? Their methods were harsh. They believed in swift justice, no lengthy trials, no appeals. For many, this was justice served. For others, it was a descent into barbarity. The Bakassi Boys vowed to catch Derico. It became a personal battle, a clash of ideologies. The notorious criminal versus the feared vigilantes. They followed his trail of terror. They interrogated his associates. They raided his hideouts. Each time, Derico slipped away. He was always one step ahead. The chase became a cat-and-mouse game. Derico taunted the Bakassi Boys. He left messages at crime scenes. He dared them to catch him. The people watched, their hope hanging by a thread. The Bakassi Boys intensified their efforts. They knew Derico's capture was crucial. It was about more than just one criminal. It was about restoring faith. It was about proving their power. Section 4, the dramatic capture, justice served or brutality unleashed. Finally, the breakthrough came. An informant, lured by a reward, revealed Derico's whereabouts. He was hiding in a neighboring state. The Bakassi Boys mobilized swiftly. They descended upon the hideout. Derico was taken by surprise. He was captured alive. The news spread like wildfire. People poured onto the streets. Jubilation erupted. The reign of terror was over. Derico was brought back to Onitsha, the heart of his criminal empire. He was paraded through the streets, a spectacle for the people he had terrorized. Some cheered, some spat at him. The Bakassi Boys prepared their own form of justice, a public execution. Brutal, public, a message to all criminals. Derico Nwamama met his end. Section 5, celebration and controversy. The aftermath of Derico's demise. Derico's death was met with mixed reactions, relief, jubilation, but also unease. The brutality of his execution disturbed many. Was this justice or vengeance? The government condemned the extrajudicial killing. They vowed to bring the Bakassi Boys to justice, but the people celebrated. They had found their own saviors. They had tasted their own justice. The debate raged on. Were the Bakassi Boys heroes or villains, savages or saviors? The lines were blurred. The fear they instilled had brought peace, but at what cost? The Bakassi Boys continued their operations. They targeted other criminals. Their methods remained unchanged. Brutal, efficient, controversial. They had become a force to be reckoned with. Section 6. Legacy of the Bakassi Boys, a cautionary tale of vigilantism. The story of the Bakassi Boys is a complex one. It is a story of desperation, of fear, of the failure of traditional law enforcement. It is also a story of courage, of community action, of taking a stand against tyranny. Their legacy is a mixed bag. They brought down notorious criminals like Derico Nwamama. They restored a sense of security, but their methods were often brutal and extrajudicial. They operated outside the law. The Bakassi Boys represent the duality of vigilantism, the thin line between justice and vengeance. Their story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that when the system fails, desperate measures are often taken, and the consequences can be far-reaching and complex. The debate continues. Were they necessary evils, or did they sow the seeds of lawlessness? One thing is certain, their story remains a stark reminder of the complexities of crime, punishment, and the search for justice in a broken system.